What's up, Doc?
Spokojnie, wszystko będzie w porządku.
Hello everybody, this is Zigzag coming to you from somewhere in this world. And Glazer, your English is not at the point where you can deny knowing what you're saying here. You know exactly what you're typing. You know exactly what you're typing. Oops, did I say that? Yeah, we're trying to accomplish a common goal here, but I will say, I know your next nickname. Quickie Gleaser. Quickie Wagner. I got the right name that time. Oh, okay. He got yeah. You got out of bed this morning. That's not a bad start. But of course, he can't just let sleeping dogs lie. He's got to do it again. Yep. That's John Phoenix Point to you. I would never say John PP. You guys. You guys. Well, I hope y'all had a nice weekend. Well, if you were with me on Saturday, a nice Sunday, let's put it this way, to get back in the swing of things, hopefully today. But I made mention somewhere in the announcement that I think we've never gotten this far on the map with clearing so few enemies. So you know how we had that one...
What's up, Doc?
You know how we had that one, I think it was our first one even. Hey, Carlos. I think it was our first ABA, where we were swarmed in the first room. Well, it's starting to line up that maybe they're gonna swarm us in the last room. I don't know if I like that, because there's a command pod you have to worry about running into also. Oh, man. Man, oh man, oh man. It seems like they group up anywhere, but you know, for all we know though, they're all in this main grand, as I called it, the Grand Ballroom, and we're gonna have some kind of a dance. Hopefully our dance steps are better than their dance steps, and we have a good result in the Grand Ballroom that we're headed to. It got a little chilly. It's kind of drizzly cold. I had to quick make some tea to warm up my body. It's a little chilly out today for what it was for about the last week. Uh-oh, what message didn't go through? Uh-oh. Did you try typing something in? Well, I see hello there. Oh, you tried to type in a redeem of some kind and it didn't go through? Well, that's odd. Everything's in there. Oh, the hello there. So the first one you typed didn't come in. Ah, oh, YouTube being YouTube right now. What can I say? YouTube being YouTube. Sorry to hear that, my friend. We don't like hearing that YouTube's being YouTube with hiding messages. Yeah. So just so everybody knows, the redeem codes are now linked in my Discord page because it's taking up too much room anymore in my video description. I still talk about it, and I have the link to find the queue for the YouTube people, the redeem codes.
What's up, Doc?
But I'm keeping the permanent list in the Discord now, so you can all find it there real easy. I have the command redeems page over there. And then my next goal this week is to get all the same commands available, now that I got them working on YouTube, to add all the missing ones over on the Twitch side. So both sides get to use the same redeems. And then I'll feel good that you get a balanced experience no matter where you're watching from. Oh, double low for Glacier. He's on fire today. You be on fire. How about that? I'm gonna try and be nice to you for a day with those results, and I better get over here and get things started, because you know Nightmare's gonna have a cow if I don't get going, because he already told me it was top of the hour. So let's get on over here and let's get to the next person. And Fang was in here with me.
Hello.
Hold on, I gotta kind of close. There we go.
Nothing to see here, please.
Yet, not yet. We haven't started. Of course, there's nothing to see here. That's one thing good about you, Hopes, and you like to spend your points. You're not like those other people that I see redeem them and they go, well, 3,000 points remaining, 5,000 points remaining. You spend yours. I like that. So, all right. Now Carlos is over on the Twitch side. Carlos is bopping and hopping around. How about that? Okay. So this is where we left off. The fateful itchy trigger door that I used on the thumbnail today, where we opened the door and they itchy trigger fingered us and made us use more med kits than I would prefer to have used at this point. Nobody died yet.
What's up, Doc?
Nobody will know how much you have. Yeah, well, Nightmare, you're just not redeeming them all. Plus, your special one is worth, because it's just for a mod, you only spend 1 point using your special sound, which you haven't had to use yet. Sean Brennan, good to see you in here, my friend. Good to see you in here. Okay. So, we know what's over here, the Wiggly Squigglies, with one of the big, there's one of them that's big. So we've got the Wiggly, yeah, maybe today's the day where you get to use it like 3,000 times to use up some of your points. And, oh my goodness, let's see. I think, how do I want to activate? I was thinking between episodes, maybe I want to bring Kibo up and maybe launch a grenade over there. But I
will send you to Jesus.
Yeah, I hope we do that to him. I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna get someone to peek around the corner and activate him that way, and hope nothing else moves in down here, so it's a double activation. But it's because then they should come toward us knowing that we peeked around the corner, and I'm worried if I launch a grenade over here, they don't see us anywhere. They might scatter this way, they might scatter that way. I'd rather have them, I think, come around the corner this way. Wow, it sure looks like those Mutant Elites have a BO problem, doesn't it? Or else, between Saturday and today, their bodies have started decaying, and that's why we're getting this green odorful mist. So I'm thinking, you know, if I'm going to peek around the corner, probably the smartest way to do it, it'd be better if we, I'm thinking I may send, maybe if I'm going to do peeking, we'll send our fastest individual up there. For now, I'll send Neeknack right here. We won't do it this turn, because I also don't want to have anybody sitting there if they come this way. I don't want to use this as cover. We've seen what can happen when you use a power source as cover. A stray shot and kablam. Well, you know, we do have a cheese. It would be a cheese grenade, but unlike XCOM, if you do a cheese grenade out of sight, out of line of sight, they don't activate. Here, they do, and therefore you don't know where they could go either way. Although we do have that we placed a long time ago, you know, whatever those things are called again, proximity mine, sitting in the doorway, so they wouldn't be able to sneak around, but you know, they'd be able to come this far and just shoot us to hell that way. So, I don't know. I'm thinking, let's readjust over here. How do we want to fight them around the corner? Well, we got you. If they start coming around the corner, can suppress. Your Kibo could obviously move forward. You'll just stay there. I don't know that just in case some come around here. I'm not comfortable with that position because it's easily flanked. And Van Dorn, I'm thinking I'm going to pull Van Dorn here. And what I'm thinking is we only have one left, unfortunately. But since it has one of the mega big seekers that tend to be a little tougher. Yeah, they fly, so they may not. You're right. Depends on how low they fly, I would think. It depends on how low they fly. I think they can trigger them. Yeah, but if they're flying too high, they won't. But if they were to come through the door in a group, one of them, I would think would be low enough. Well, and also if they're hidden, I don't think if they go hidden, they wouldn't set it off either. So, yeah. So that's probably a false security blanket right there, given that pod. But let's pull back here with Marcus Joy. What do I want to do? Let's do this. We're gonna bring you over here, Karma Suture. I guess. Do I really want to keep my rocket there? I'm good with my sniper. Should have at least some kind of an angle if they peek around the corner. Let's bring you here. I don't know where I should hide you. Yeah, if Seekers get through, I kind of want the weakest one surrounded by people that could be overwatching to shoot these things. So that's probably an okay place. El Montaraz, you could be here. Because if they come back in here, in fact, we'll try this. And then I'm gonna bring Desperado here.
Understood. Moving out.
And then we bring you back.
Rubber's on the road and the kids are in the
And then I'm just hoping next turn you can throw the battle scanner. Well, maybe not next turn, maybe the turn after. Depends on... Nah, I don't think Mimic Beacon works so well on mechanicals. Oh, they're hybrids, though. Are they hybrids? Maybe it would. I don't know. Okay, so are we fully loaded? Yeah, we're fine. So we'll just stick here, and next turn we'll hide. Everybody, let's double check that everybody's got full ammo. Gibo, let's just move you a step forward. I mean, you're my tankiest guy, especially if you're one for all. Of course, not if you overwatch. We'll steady. You just stay there. You could. I don't really want to throw smoke, but somewhere along the line, if we feel we need it, I'm fine using the telekinetic field. And I wish that was flat so you could actually be behind cover. I'm a little nervous, you know, having you in the open. I don't want to have to use a rocket if we don't need to. I don't want to have to, but for the first turn I'll keep you there steadied. And yeah, we saw him in a battle scanner, so it does pan over there annoyingly often. What can I say? And frickin' ethereals that are out there. I don't like the idea that there's an ethereal on this map. Especially because usually, I think what I read, it's really not supposed to yet until after we shoot down the Overseer. I don't think it's supposed to be in the command pod, so I think it's loose. That's what it seems to hint at in the wiki. Sure as heck is. Let's see. Yeah, the breakfast. The cereals are coming, huh? Okay, let's do our peek. I think there's nothing else I can do. We just got to do it and see how we deal with them. Here we go. And of course, they all go stealth, which is why I probably have no choice but to throw the battle scanner next turn. Now, they've probably moved. You don't get the tile scan with these guys so much. I'm sure they move towards us, you know? But they're flying, so there's that. So all I'm going to do is we're just going to move back. And depending, we'll see if they can still get around the corner to be able to shoot at us down here. But the only things that won't be in cover are the mechs. So if we do take any shot, I would assume it will be the mechs. And I'm not going to throw it yet because I don't want the battle scanner to go out too quick. I want to give them a chance to come here, and or maybe they make it around the corner a little. Yeah, I just don't know. We only have 2 left, which is the only reason I hesitate. I don't have enough grenades to waste. You know what I'm saying? Are they still back here, or have they all moved up this way flying? You know, you'd think I would feel lucky because Glacier gave me 2 low vibes. Yeah, we chewed through, based on the number of enemies we chewed through so far, which is not many. In fact, just a refresher, we chewed through 12. Now after this pod, we're only up to 18 out of 54. Okay, we'll say 48, not counting the command pod. We have a long way to go. So I think I'm going to hold on to them. The Seekers, well, we should be able to handle them. If we don't, well, Carlos is trying to help the vibe. That's a 3rd low vibe. I don't think anybody else needs to do it again. Yeah. Here we go. No, Carlos, that's a good vibe. That's a good vibe. You know that. Let's see. Yeah, we're just going to sit here and overwatch in case they show themselves to shoot at us around the corner. We'll just kind of overwatch with anybody who can. I'll steady you.
Got it covered. Sure, leave it up to me to kill them all.
I'll steady once. Depending on what they show, I may or may not move my Rocketeer. Because if they show enough where I can shred them with some, you know, suppression, that's not bad either.
We have eyes on the target. Got it covered. Time to fortify position.
Here we go. Let's see if they show themselves. That's the big question mark. That's the big question mark. And then we get to listen through all the other enemies out there to scare me, waiting for Seekers. Whoa, how'd they get back there already? They're going for Karma Suture! Oh, that's too close. You're not gonna hit.
No joy here.
They're going for frickin' Karma Suture! Oh, thank God! How'd they get in here already? That's what I want to know. Man, my grenade would never have hit them if they're that close. Well, that's more what I was expecting. And of course, we missed. And thank God he missed. Okay, well, battle scanner time, everybody. Battle scanner time. Maybe I just put it back in here around us, and it'll show forward a little bit. Or maybe they're all up around here. We don't know. And I need to throw it out there a little more, and it'll still show in here a little. Ooh, that's a big one. This is where I was expecting him to be. How did that one get in there? Could they, I guess maybe they have that had the ability to fly right over here and go straight over? Oh, that's a scary thought. I'll tell you what, let's not throw this yet. Let's do this. Let's suppress him, and we'll find out with his, special suppression. I think we'll find out if anybody else is nearby. Let's go find out. Okay, yeah, there's more back there. There's more back there. Okay, so battle scanner gets thrown more out there to try and make them visible. Maybe we... Oh, how far over? Maybe right here? Yeah, we'll try it right about... I can only go so far over because of the door. We're gonna try it right here. Just so they can't do their shifty hidey stuff as much. Okay. You only can see one. So have at it. Cool. I don't know if I want to use your double tap yet. Especially this with only 2 health, because you can't, the others haven't quite come around the corner. So maybe we see if we can hit on a single shot with you. Loki, how about that? We'll give that a go. All right.
Yeah, you're kinda dead.
Loki delivered. Now we got a different kind of problem with no hollow, because I can't get hollow from Van Dorn. He threw the frickin' battle scanner. So I wonder, you're not going to get hit and run either. That's kind of the long way. Where this thing was in the way. I wanted to see. Do you see him from there? You see one of them from here. So that's as far as you could get without popping their Overwatch. Yeah, they don't even see you there. So we're bringing you right here. We'll take a couple shots on these boys. And my question is, yeah. Well, I didn't know they were there. We didn't make them appear till after I did the... Man, I'm glad he didn't get Karma Suture, because he doesn't have any health. My God. Mm-hmm. And you don't see for your double tap, so you should still have double tap for next turn if they're able to push forward, which they very well could. Let's go for the big guy. That was nice. That was very nice. And then Kibo, yeah, I'm just gonna try a single shot for you on the big guy. Well, just to see. 2 at 59. Yeah. I want to hold on to your ammo. I'm just gonna do the single shot. We'll try a single shot on the big guy. Nice. Now I don't recall, and I don't know if anybody else that can aim on this guy. Yeah, I can't. I have to actually have somebody who can aim to check out his perks if he can. I think the big ones come with repair servos. Almost positive. Okay, everybody else on the inside, Overwatch. I think since they may be moving forward this turn, it'd be nice if I could find cover for you. I've decided I'm not going to do the grenade. Or should I? I mean, a rocket. Oh, boy, 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 boy. That's not much Overwatch if any of them comes in through to strangle anybody either. But I don't really have a good place to put you that has cover other than here. So, Shakti Rockets, you're coming here. And you're gonna Overwatch. And you're done. You're gonna Overwatch. And you're gonna Overwatch. And you're gonna Overwatch.
The sorrow I will create will be wunderbar.
And now that's it. And we're gonna see what they do because there's nobody else to go. So let's find out. They're unsuppressed, so they can go wherever they want. Oh, he overwatches, okay. But that's out of sight of my sniper, unfortunately. Cyber discs, mutanies of some sort and variety. There's the ethereal. So they double overwatch. Oh no, they're going for him again, and I don't think I have enough to kill it. No! Oh, you were able to get a shot, but y'all missed. 2 misses, 1 hit. And no, we can't lose Karma Suture. Well, so far he lost 4 health. We gotta kill this dude. Oh boy, do we gotta kill this dude. And then we got these guys. So it doesn't look like he might not have had repair servos. So that's cool. Let's give you a shot, Howdy Doody. See if you can blast him off of Karma Suture. Yeah, so much DR. That didn't even get him. That didn't even shake him loose. Did not even shake him loose. Man. Don't hit the good doctor. Now, unfortunately, he's flying, so it's harder to hit him. Still gonna try with you because you won't have any other shot anyway. All right, thank you for doing that job. So we're down two are dead now. 3 are dead now, right? So does that leave 3 more? So we got 3 more, and we know where 2 of them are. Karma Suture. I don't know. Let's go do our suppression. You know, I'm going to do it on the little guy because it should still pick up the big guy, because I'm planning to go trying to kill the big guy, and that way the suppression should remain active. I say, like I know things. Yeah, next strangle's an armor break, so that's why the big one could have even killed him with the strangle. That's why I'm glad he's hopefully gonna die this turn. I don't know.
Keeping him down.
1, 2. Oh, I think all 3 are back there potentially. Because I think I saw 3 suppressed things show up. Okay. Now, unfortunately, still out of sight for you. What I maybe can do. No, you don't see anything. They're frickin' around the corner, so there's not much I can do to see these guys to get some extra shots, but seeing as how they've been sneaky, so we just got our same 2 shots. 74 and 73. And unfortunately, that's not hit and run because it's a frickin' flying target. So that's as good a percent as we're gonna get. At least we're hitting on these. Definitely not... Well... Let's try Kibo next. Now let's see if you can just finish it off, the big guy, because Kibo's would hit harder on the other one since he has more health. Now let me just see. You only need to do 2, of course, damage reduction. So let's just see. Better chance to hit there, but and he is shredded. But is that gonna... I think even with DR, you have a good chance of killing, because you could still get 5 DR and still kill it. And that's a better chance to hit. So let's try it. And we did it. Okay. And just as I said, he's still suppressed. So that's good. So Kibo, now it's your time to shine. It is your time to shine. I'm gonna go for the single 74, because 2 at 59. Yeah, it may give us a better chance to hit on one, but the chances to hit on both, I don't think are amazing. And we would need to hit on both more than likely to kill it, unless we get this 8% crit. You know, here we go. Nice job. We're hitting when we need to, guys. We are hitting when we need to at the moment. The battle scanner's going to go out this turn, though, so there's a chance they could be approaching us in stealth. So I'm going to sit here and overwatch you instead.
Got it covered.
I guess I was trying to hold off on this. Does anybody back here have a med kit? Oh, we do. You have one. So Karma Suture. Maybe. Oh, you're out of breath. Yeah, you just got strangled, so you can't run over there. So I guess we'll run over here. I hope. That's tempting. That's tempting fate with... If they can fly and see through there and then hit me without cover. Little kind of wonky about that. Okay, at least we don't see him there. But I gotta go to here, and we don't see him here. Let's cross our fingers, ladies and gentlemen, because I want to get the heal just so one can't sneak back in here. And we need our good doctor. We can't afford to lose our good doctor. We're gonna Overwatch. Overwatch. I'm worried. Them getting past our defenses like that worries me a little bit. Okay, he's remaining Overwatch. The other one, we don't know where it is. We do not know. Okay. So, once again... Oh, you can't see now. Oh, that because this is the other one. So if you come here, you can see, you can still see. So let's get this going. We're gonna find out if the other one's still back there.
Bring it.
Yeah, we see two suppressed, so the other one is still back in there. I want to come around the corner. You know what I'm thinking we got to do? Because he should be visible. We probably just don't see him because he's around the corner. We don't know how far. I don't know if this is far enough or that's far enough, because the other one's probably on Overwatch 2. Hey, Vanner, good to see you. We're fighting our way through the first pod we left off at last time, Seekers. They already strangled the good doctor, but we've healed him. He took no injury, but they did 4 damage. We're just lucky we killed the big one. He didn't do the strangling. Kibo, let's see if this can get going. You know, now that I need just a hit, we're gonna do the rapid fire. So maybe one of the two will hit. No, come on. Second one better. There we go. Oh no. I wonder if we're going to be able to see the guy around the corner. I think I got to take a chance, and if something else gets activated by peeking around the corner, it didn't last time, we'll make the call. Yeah, I know. We got the kill cam, so I wasn't stressing it too much. Are they're luring me into the cereal? You think so? Well, actually, a bowl of cereal sounds good right now, if it's the right kind. That reminded me to sip the last of my tea before it gets cold. Let's see. Because this, at least, if I ran up along the wall, that should be safe to not popping a Seeker's Overwatch. But it's not a big Seeker, so even if I did, it wouldn't hit me. And we did peek out here earlier, and it didn't activate anybody, so... Yeah, I know he's in Overwatch, but this way, one step into Overwatch won't kill me. You know, it shouldn't activate it. So I think this is safe. And last time we activated them and stepped in that spot, we didn't bring in any other pods. So I'm counting on you, Knick-Knack. Do a little paddywhack. Oh, if we were lucky, hopefully we're lucky he's on the frickin' ground and we get 2 shots. See, I don't think he's flying. He has no flying thing. I'm a jigger. So we might get hit and run. We might, if we're lucky, we don't even need it. Okay, we just got through this pod. Since you didn't activate, let's just reload. It is time to reload. And anybody else who's available to move, a blue move, let's start moving.
Closing on target.
And getting up there in case things go loose. Let's reload on the way, whoever we can. Kibo's gonna need a big time reload. Floki, you'll need a reload.
Lock and load it.
Grunty. If we're going to be moving people up here, I'm going to eventually bring you up there, but let's get you reloaded.
Let's rock.
So we got through the first pod. Not that the secret pod is the scariest. But we got through the first pod, so we got to think positive here. We got to think positive.
That's affirmative. Rock and roll.
Okay. Yeah, you use that shotgun of yours, so we'll bring you here to reload.
Gun juice refill, just what I needed.
Karma Suture, we will keep you right where you are. Well, almost right where you are. Yes. The doctor, the good doctor. That wasn't the best accent I've ever done before. We're gonna bring you up here. Reload. Oh. Karma Suture is so focused on the Illuminati. How was Muton noise with that sound cue? So even though everybody's not up there yet, we got the reloads done. Still too what? Dioc? Is that a special word of Carlos? Still too Dioc. Are you speaking Klingon to me? Yeah, it's sometimes it does. Yeah, it could be. Oh, disc. Still too yeah. Yeah. Or 3, depending on the. Maybe we're getting an echo. I don't know. Let's bring you over here because you're fast enough to retreat if we activate. And if we somehow activate, we will pull back and let them come to us. I'm learning from past experience. I don't need to go gangbusters forward. So let's bring you right here. Neek-Nack. See, I'm calling him Neek-Nack today. I'm calling him Neek Vogels today. Unlike Saturday. So you should be happy. Yeah, Cyberdisc means more dodge modules, and those, not a problem. As long as we activate them in a regular fashion, not an awkward fashion, I'm fine. Because we only have so many healing abilities left after that horrible beginning with the double mechtoids here getting itchy trigger fingers. Or itchy trigger tentacles, not that they have tentacles. You know, but that's what it's called. Okay, I'm hoping that was the case, because as much as possible, I'll follow people around so we get to a position where we can come up to the edge with some cover. So that's what we're going to try. What I'll do initially is I'll steady a rocket here. It's kind of my backup. And then everybody else that has some speed will start coming around the corner.
Approaching target now.
You know, blue move at a time where possible. Because the center area should be safe. That means there's nothing flying out there that would see over it. If there's a pod, it's down below. And so this should be safe.
Sir.
Then these are the people that would have the ability. Now you are only going to move a tiny few steps. Look how slow you are. Because you need to reload.
Moving out. Oh yeah.
Okay. Loki, you reloaded. So let's start getting you around the corner.
Got it.
Kibo, you need to reload. So I'm not going to move you. I'm going to move you here so you can still reload. Okay. And then Grunty. Let's give you this position. So actually, you know what I want to do with you? Let's get you over here. So you got a lot of fuel left. We've hardly had you fly at all. Let's get you here, and then boom, when we activate back whatever we activate out here, you could be flying up here and really help us out and have wide open shots. So I'm going to actually dash you over here now, and we'll start you flying next turn. Marcus Joy, you are not super swift,
Got it. Moving.
but you can see around that corner. Karma Suture will just bring you here for now. Gotta remember, if we get the right kind of enemies, we do have a mimic beacon that could help, because you have really good will to hopefully make it a strong mimic beacon. Then we got Howdy Doody, would like to be up here pretty far for potential flashbangs or chem. And we'll steady here. And we'll one for all Overwatch. Let's see if anything wanders into us. Grunty back problems is back. Oh. It just scares me having an ethereal out there, because they can be the awkward ones depending on how they activate. They really can. Let's fly you.
Jetpack operational.
That's good, because we want to use it. Oh. Oh, I want you over solid ground. And because I noticed I could have done it right away, but we moved a little. And once you move a little, the aim of where to fly is just poo-poo. So we'll just fly you right where you are. So at least that way I know you're over landable terrain, and you should still be able to see. Okay. And let's steady. So there's decent, I noticed decent fuel did remain. Okay, you can get to any position from there. You can get to any position from there. Loki, why don't we bring you here? That should be doable. And then you can get to any kind of position at the edge. I didn't think you'd activate, but that's good to know. Desperado, we're going to bring you right in here so you can hopefully get to a position.
Roger that.
Same with Howdy Doody. Maybe you can get up to a position to, I'll leave you here. So don't, yeah, but I want you to be able to get up. How far do you move? 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5. 1, 2, 3, because you only really need to get here so you can throw something over, at least if they're close.
All right.
So I'll tell you what, Van Dorn, move up here.
Affirmative.
Okay, we're still safe. And then if I bring you there, 1, 2, 3, yeah, that's getting you in the neighborhood. I think we're fine bringing you here.
Got it.
All my low mobility troops, you gotta just, it's difficult. Kibo, let's get you hanging out over here. You'll be able to do some stuff. Park you right there. Okay, we're not seeing anything there. So next turn is going to be the big go, go, go turn. I'll just leave you here just in case scatter happens there. Maybe we have a line. Probably feel better with this. I don't know if I want to go there yet, though. We'll just have to. Hopefully, it's nothing that I'm going to be sick if I'm not close enough with a rocket. I'll tell you what. Let's just double move to here.
We have eyes on the target.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I should have reloaded the pistol. I noticed that just as I was hitting Overwatch.
We gotta stop him here.
And Karma Sutra, let's get you close in case we need telekinetic field.
They shall kneel before the doctor.
I have some motion tracker charges, but I'm trying my best to save that for last room command pod stuff and that last door that we got to go through into that last room. I would prefer to figure out a way, because this room is so big. There could be enemies, you know, as we saw. Remember Sectopod hiding back in the corner that one other time? It's not going to do me as much good in a big, vast room unless it just tells me what's right there. But we're going to find out in a moment because it's our turn again. So I'm kind of saving. I've got 2 charges, I think. Yeah, I've got 2 motion tracker charges. So I'm trying my hardest to save those for the last room. You know, moving up that last door if we have to, seeing what's in there. And I tell you, if I activate like last time, we're running back. We're making them come to us. We will not be charging out. That's one thing we learned in a very ouchy difficult way last time. Okay, we are gonna get going now. This is our first peek, and who I'm gonna peek with is you, Floki, right there. Because you have a chance to have this be full cover, but it kind of, at least for the short distance, it gives you good view to potentially suppress. So here we go. This is our big peekaboo. What shall we find?
Got it. Time's up. They're
Whoop!
coming.
A pot of 3? A pot of 3? A pot of 3? Well, maybe we get another aim module too out of this. I don't know how many floater corpses we currently have in reserve. Yeah, it's a Muton boss. Did you see his health? Let's take a peek at our Muton boss. Have we ever even seen a Sargon before? Anybody? Anybody? Opportunist, will to survive, suppression, aggression, attack sense. So for all of us in sight, he gets extra defense, covering fire, sentinel. He's got, you name it, he's got it. He reacts unpredictably when wounded, provoking panic in enemies. Okay. He helps members of his squad with damage reduction. Wow. I don't know if we've ever faced a Sargon before. I don't recall ever seeing one of these dudes before. So, yeah, you play this game far enough into it. So he obviously is the one we want to suppress. He's going to be the one we try to lock down. So Floki, can you suppress him?
You better be.
Do it while he doesn't have covering fire to break your suppression before it starts. let's go straight up here. Okay, let's not go straight up there. There, that's the up there where I wanted to get. I'm thinking, you're steadied right now. So let's take our first shot steadied there. We can follow up after that with the wide open guy, should we need to. But let's start out with the guy in cover at 97%. We probably won't kill. And I with this boss here, I don't want to use my precision shot yet, so we're just going to do a regular shot. Oh, he kills anyway. Thank you, Grunty. Now let's go for the other one. Now even a better chance for crit. 2 for 2. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Now we get to look and see how the rest of us can do. What I'm thinking is I may do a little collateral damage from Kibo. So Kibo, let's bring you over here. Get rid of that guy's cover. And we didn't activate over here. And that was the only thing that could have ruined this maneuver, but it didn't happen. Let's get rid of this tough guy's cover. How's that, Mr. Sargon, or whatever you're called? He's suppressed and in the open. Okay, we don't see him from there. So depending on how we do on our hits, I also then can throw a flashbang and or acid on the guy. So there's that too. Let's go Van Dorn.
In motion.
No! Van Dorn, come on now. You're better than that. There we go. Yeah, they get the damage reduction, but we did okay. We did okay. Okay, we can get you up here. Wonder where do I... Well, Knick-Knack will be a powerful shot. Who's going to be more powerful? Do we have a position... Now he's pretty far forward, so even these spots, we don't see them. So I better go with someone with hit and run that moves forward. So Knick-Knack, let's bring you up front. We're mech and mech right here. Mech and mech. And it gets harder to hit the more of us get up there for him to see, because of his defensive bonuses. Good hit, Knick-Knack. Can you do it again? That might just be the end of him. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. No ethereals yet. Knock wood. Knock wood. No ethereals yet to mess us up. Howdy doody, let's just bring you there. Marcus Joy, just come there. As we try to get other people kind of shifted around a little bit.
On the move. Affirmative, covering now.
I'm gonna cut him up.
And Karma Suture. Yeah, I don't really want... We'll just run you all the way to the center where nobody can see you. And Shakti Rockets will come here and steady. And we'll see what we hear in this big grand room. And go from there. So, there's hope that the ethereal was the third sound we heard, so maybe they aren't the closest yet. The first sound we heard was a cyber disc, wasn't it? Not much cover down this side, is there? We need to head down there. Let's do a round of reloading for everybody. And then I also think we can land you. Oh, you're not over ground. Okay, let's get you over ground and land. Because now, if they're going to be farther back in the room, I can stop flying and give you a frontal perch over here. Except we need to reload.
Ready to engage.
So without our sniper ready, let's just get everybody else reloaded and or overwatching.
Leave it up to me to kill them all. Harvest their pain.
Just to make sure. With ethereals out there, we just gotta take it slow and make sure we're reloaded anytime we start pushing forward.
Weapons hot.
That's just the way it's gonna be.
Got it covered.
Reloading.
And yeah, we got another reload here. Do we get a sound cue, or is anyone close enough for a sound cue?
Hello?
Mutons on the left. We heard mutons on the left. Okay, I'll feel better if I get a sniper up here. I think I will feel better. What I will probably initially do is run you down here, see if we find anything. But let's get our, how far can our sniper move? Let's bring our sniper here for starters, then we can set where we want next turn.
Roger that.
And we'll just, like we said, hang one more turn, and then we'll be ready to move.
We have eyes on the target.
And start
Armed and ready.
start our looking forward for those mutons we hear on the left. Conspirator for the aliens. A lot of sound. Now that time, Cyberdisc was later in the sequence. Okay, we're gonna. Yeah, I'm bringing you down. Here we go. That's our first push forward to see what's out there.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Okay. I figured if worst case, I could have thrown smoke out there since it's only half cover. I'm trying to think. In the base game, when you do an alien base assault, do things drop from these things? Do they? Is that how they do drop-ins? Is that why those are? Is that remnants from the base game? I don't know. Nah, I don't know. Let's see. Van Dorn, let's get you kind of moving forward. The only bad thing about them being on this side is harder for me to move forward on this side because there's no cover. Not that it's solid cover per se.
Closing on target. We have eyes on the target.
Floki, we'll keep you there for a little bit. I want to get... Now, by the time we find them, they probably will have moved somewhere else, but...
Oh yeah.
Let's assume we're going to find them. Snipey in position. There you go, Grunty.
That's affirmative.
Just hang there for this turn. And then we'll get our mechs moving. Just in case they're closer than we think, we'll keep a number of people on Overwatch. Karma Sutra will keep you there too.
Come get some.
I hope they're ready to get a gut full of slugs. All day.
And why don't we bring the rocket here? Depending on what we see.
It's never nap time, baby.
They're still over there.
You hear that?
Now he'll stay there. Then I'll start bringing. He's just anchoring since he's got the length. The rest of us are gonna. The problem is there's just no cover to move up over here. Hopefully we can get up the ramp, maybe, without activating too much. That's where I'm sending Van Dorn. And we're coming right here. Because at least it's only half cover here and there. Well, there could be full cover here that he'd be able to make it to. So let's bring Van Dorn right here and see if, you know, we could see something right there and then boom, we're active.
Approaching target now. New contact.
Yeah, there, we're active. Oh, it's a little bit of everything. It's a smorgasbord. Heavy floater, Muton, heavy floater, and I thought I saw red running back. The chicken Muton Elite. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's a mixed pod. 2 Mutons, 2 heavy floaters, and a Muton Elite. The Muton Elite ran back. So there's not a simple pod, my friends. Not exactly a simple pod. Well, this guy's kind of, if I can get a long enough ranging shot, has got himself flankable. Yeah, where am I going to get along? Well, you would be the long. Yeah, see, we got hit and run on this guy. So what can I do with everybody else? That's the question. Oh wow, we got flanked people all over the place. I think I'd rather have take this flank with Knick-Knack. I think I'd like you, even though you're not steadied, although I can help you from here and get you an extra 10%. We'll just suppress. That'll get him shredded.
Suppressing.
Okay. And so, Grunty, well, we're going to give you a chance over here. And we are going to, right on 83%, we're going precision shot right off the bat. Well, I can tell. I see. I didn't need to really compare this guy and this guy. This looks like the more dangerous, potentially, of the you know what. No, he's just a regular heavy floater. He looked like he had more health. So they're both heavy floaters. So nothing special there. And then this guy is a Muton, and I think the other flanked one. Okay, he's a sentry. So we do want to have something for him. Although the sentry does not have... He's not a sniper, so it's different than a sniper. So we'll see how this works. So I'm more afraid of the heavy floaters because they can get close enough and heave grenades at us. And we're a little plump. They could charge forward, throw a grenade, and hit a bunch of us. I don't have the med kits for that. So, to me, as much as I would feel sick not killing this guy, given his position, I want to go against the floaters first. The heavy floaters. And you know the Muton Elite is got to be the leader. Typical leader running to safety in the back. Right? Well, this guy back here could be. We know nothing about him because he's out of sight, so therefore I can't check. But of the ones we see, we have no snipers. So we'll just have to cross our fingers and hope. So what I'm gonna deal with first is the floaters who could really put stress on my med kits right now, with multiple damage on a lot of people. So that's my thought process. We're gonna start with precision shot right over here. 62% to crit. Let's go, Grunty. Nice. No, we did not get the crit though. But we get to follow up at 93 now for the second shot. Stay hot, Grunty. Stay hot, Grunty. Knick-knack. I'm bringing you here. Thank God you have limited squad sight, so I can have you try your hit and run against this guy. From right here. Because how often do these big guys land like that? Okay, 82. It's as good as we're gonna get because I have nobody. Oh, maybe. Oh no, I don't have anybody who can add hollow targeting because he's standing in the open. I need him to move. I need him to move out of there. So we're just gonna have to do this on our own. It's a good start. Now, wasn't a guarantee, so I was kind of holding my breath. I feel good having the heavy floaters gone. I feel good about that. What remains? See, I can't get you close enough, Kibo. Cannot get you close enough. I'm not going to be able to get anybody close enough for the muttons. Because we've already done our hit and runs. I guess no, but I can't command because we're standing in the open. And then blam, we can't do it. We cannot do it. So what I've got to do is try and get you safe. But coming up here, that's the closest full cover I can get. Well, this could also find the Muton Elite, but that's the closest full cover I could get you to. They both see you there, and I don't like that being in half cover. However, can we reach smoke over there? Actually, I could put you in half cover with smoke. Maybe that's the better play. Could be an okay play. Now we've got Kibo. He's just not close enough to... And then Kibo will just sit here and overwatch these guys. I wish we could jump over the edge down there, but that's not a thing. Oh, that's why, because there's like this little trenchy or raised, whatever it is. That's why we can't just jump over the edge. They designed it that way on purpose. Now I do have a rocket, but once again, 23, 24, 25, 26. That's only half enemies, and I've used half my rockets, so if I didn't have to use a rocket... It's hard. I'm trying to balance keeping ourselves semi-safe versus other things. Marcus Desperado. So what I gotta do, I gotta work somebody over on this side to maybe get down to, you know, start giving us some push up with others that don't have range to shoot.
Running.
And Howdy Doody, yeah, you're not going to reach anything, speaking of pushing up, so you got to stay there. And we're not inspiring anybody. So Kibo, you're going to come down here to Overwatch. Howdy Doody, really, it's too, if they go kamikaze, you're flanked and shot, so I gotta keep you there. So you're not helping. We'll move Floki there and Overwatch, but you're not gonna hit unless they really come at us. So, in Karma Sutra, we need to throw some smoke out this way. Okay, that means Van Dorn, you should be in smoke up here.
Sir.
I'm counting on it. Karma Sutra, anything else? I had smoke here. Instead of overwatching with you, you should have thrown smoke down here. But we can still do that. And we'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna keep steadied weapon just in case when the Mutant Elite shows up if things get difficult. Yes, how quaint. His character does have some good voice lines, I gotta admit that. There's the big guy. And look at Mutant Elite Sniper. Who called that one? Who called that one? Nice Overwatch Kibo. Ouch! 4 damage. He's flanked. And he's just doing a war cry. He says, yeah, I'm tired of this fighting. Let's go die. Kibo. I'm thinking collateral again over here. Although, maybe we collateral the sniper. But if we kill both his spotters, he's going to be less of a sniper. So before I accidentally do this, you physically see him? Yes. If you come here, you don't see him. So this guy would have to move to be able to get a shot on any of us. If I can kill these two. Yeah, speaking of how quaint, that's what Knick-Knack was saying. Oh, how quaint! How quaint! Well, you know, we never said mutons were the most brilliant of enemies and aliens out there. So, we don't have double tap with you. But we will next turn. So I'm thinking, Kibo, how much ammo do you have? If I use 2, you'd still be able to do more collateral damage next turn, depending on what this guy does. So, I'm thinking, let's take out his cover. Sounds like a plan to me. And then, who do you see? You see them all. So I'm kind of thinking, you know, we could end up suppressing him if everybody else can deal with this. So I'm not going to use you in case we have the opportunity to suppress this guy down. So let's see if we can take care of this without our bud. Now, sniper-wise, yeah, you see all 3. Okay. All right, this is the plan, my friends. This is the way we're doing it. Collateral damage, make him feel exposed. And Grunty. Well, now you can't see him. Oh, I know why. I know why. Okay, I still see him from here, so I'm going to come here to take the shot, because then I don't see that guy. But you might be the only guy that sees him right now, so I can't move you yet. What I can do is take one shot there, because it'll be hit and run. It'll get him hollow targeted. And then if my sniper can only see back here, I'll have hit and yeah, we'll get this figured out. We'll get this figured out. Hey Felipe, how you doing? We're surviving so far. Surviving so far. We haven't run into the ethereals yet. Just so you know, we haven't run into any ethereals yet. Let's boomity boom. Okay, he's hollow targeted. I'm not gonna take the second shot with you because I would prefer to get you out of his way. And then let's have our sniper take this long shot. Good job, Grunty. This is going okay. This is going, well, as long as we keep hitting like this, wow, we can do this. Let's try this. Man, we're hitting on 70 now. Oh yeah, that is still him. It was weird. The camera kind of went back this way, and I was thinking, wait, that should have been hit and run. Okay, we're gonna try this. Ah, our luck failed at the end. Well, I tell you what. Because remember, we saved him. We said. We are suppressing the guy in the back. That way, I'm okay keeping Van Dorn where he is to take that shot. So let's suppress the guy in the back. The sniper. And I think nobody else can see but Van Dorn. Yeah, there's nobody else gonna see but Van Dorn. So Van Dorn, you already shot. Yeah, all the long range people have shot, so Van Dorn is it. He needs 3. You're gonna have a better shot. 98's not bad, but 100's even better. Okay. Yeah, there's just no perfect place to move people right now. I can at least get you into cover here, and he's a sniper without a spotter, so you're safe.
Rolling out.
Another 2 bases from now. I thought I had read it was after we shoot down the overseer that they can appear in the command pods too. It's hard because it's not like when you want to. It's hard to find sometimes the information you'd like. So we can actually. Well, yeah, he's now unless he runs suppression, then there's a chance he get close enough. So I'm not gonna run anybody out. We'll just overwatch.
Look out. Tanks armed to the knife.
Yeah, we'll steady in case something surprising arrives from the back. Okay, he's overwatching. Little does he know that Kibo's right here. Ah, it's cooldown. Collateral damage cooldown. That's right. Well, guess what? We also have a grenade. But then he's on Overwatch. Well, what's your shot? Not a very, your shot's not a very good one. We can get it up to 59. And then next turn, if we don't get lucky, Trumpkin! That's what I'm thinking, this one. Next turn, we'll have collateral damage back. So we're gonna suppress him again.
Roger that.
And we'll be guaranteed to destroy his cover next time. And Desperado, that would make you a potential target. Let's just come here, since it's the dash. Okay, he's suppressed on, he's on Overwatch but suppressed, so that should take away the Overwatch. So I'm just gonna come a little ways forward. Well, let's just see how the sniper does, because we get 2 shots. Okay, Grunty, you are bound to miss once. Okay, twice. So what I'm gonna do with him being suppressed is, I think what we're gonna do is, you know, move up out of his range because he has no spotters, and reload. Kibo, we're gonna move you up out of his range. Get you reloaded because collateral damage needs ammo. Huh? You got me to jump a little bit, Carlos. I wasn't ready for it. Okay. And then you. since we aren't hitting them, and the smoke is gone, let's get you here. Because we got him suppressed. Let's reload.
Bangs out.
Just have nowhere to run anybody. Yeah, Floki, come this way. There's no way clearly safe for you. Everybody should be out of range of the guy, unless of course he runs his Overwatch. He didn't do that last time, so let's hope he does it this time. And we'll save the smoke.
I shall pop their heads.
Let's hope he stays put. We won't see him.
What's up, Doc?
Too much noise. They sound too close. Okay, so what we gotta do is find out where he is. Mikey! Good to see you. Let's take a peek here, see if we can gain sight on the guy again. And if he's on Overwatch, we got lightning reflexes.
In motion.
Okay, we got him now. He's not even on Overwatch. But you know what? We're gonna still suppress him. Then we're gonna remove his cover.
Suppressing fire.
Okay.
Ammo over here.
I don't know, that thin men have weird sounds, just like sometimes drones make weird. There's certain ones that make slightly different sounds, so it's hard to know. I guess there's nothing that says there couldn't be a thin man in the command pod, or there could be just a pod of thin men too. Okay, can you reach without moving? Let's find out. Okay, very good, Kibo. You have extra range on collateral damage. How about that? Now, he's feeling real exposed. And of course, my sniper's out of ammo. Let's hollow target. Well, since you're on a roll, Van Dorn, let's hollow target again.
Nothing's moving down there.
I wasn't expecting Van Dorn just to take care of it all, but he did. That gives everybody else a chance where necessary. Well, you reloaded already. I'm not going to push too crazy forward because, you know, the back half of the big ball, as I call it, the big ballroom, we've had a nice dance with a few of these enemies scattered about. But yeah, we got hit here, so I wouldn't mind a heal. Who's got well, we got our restorative mist. Dave Ingraham, how you doing? Somewhat late fly on the wall. Well, fortunately, all the flies here are still standing. That's the good news. Yay! Floki's excited. Floki's excited. Let's reload. Why don't we?
We're green to go.
And we're not gonna move you up, Desperado. Just hang out. We got to get some people reloaded before we go crazy. I will bring you down here. Heinz El Montaraz, howdy doody. And we'll start moving forward a Rocketeer. Everybody's gonna have to start, but as long as they're in the back row, it's safe to start moving forward little by little. And Karma Suture should be okay. I'm thinking you should be okay. Alright, Neek Knack, just Overwatch.
Hello? Who's out there?
More mutton. There's more mutons. Hyperion Grim! Whoa, we got a raid coming in! Chichka says hi, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. And,
Hello.
good to see you. We're in the middle of an alien base assault here. And it's, been a tough one so far. We're running just a little bit low, perhaps, on medkits from what I would prefer. Ah, you were Long War streaming too. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, we got, well, we're this far in the ABA. We're in the what I call the Grand Ballroom right now. But I'm a little worried because it's backwards stacked from what I'm used to. We've killed 26. Only 26 up to this point. Which means probably one of the harder areas to deal with. Unless, you know, we got a pod just at the back of the room. That means the final area where the command pod is also located is full of another, including the command pod, full of like another 26, 27, 28, 29 aliens just in that little area alone. That's not exciting me, the thought of that. So what I'm going to do is, before we move much past this line, we got to make sure we don't really expose anything else and get some key players reloaded. Because, you know, we can't afford not to get this done right.
Let's rock.
And take chances where we don't need to. I'm going to start getting you up here on this side, Floki. Yeah, you can't stop this. And then Kibo, let's, yeah, up to, yeah, we can move you forward a little bit without exposing more than what we see too much. Reload. Sniper, steady. I'll tell you what. Just in case something's over in that corner as we move up, let's bring you here. It's the only nice thing about this room if you have a sniper. It's a nice sniper room. That's for sure. Hey, and thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you did well in your stream today. I know, Long War. Oh, you're gonna start? Yeah, eventually we're gonna find out if we complete this one properly, if it's a canon ending and then we go into Long War of the Chosen that way, or if we have to pretend. No, I'm not gonna push up. Now's not the time. We'll do it next turn because everybody will be reloaded then. We'll get Howdy Doody up here. Oh, it's not fun. Yeah. Long War is a challenge, that's for sure. But it's a hell of a lot of fun, too. I'm just gonna dash you over here for now. You won't be steadied, but... And we'll move you up a tiny bit. Well, you always lose one in the first month. You always lose one in the first month. So yeah, every UFO, Carlos chimes in, telling me it's a trap. It's a trap. Even though it rarely has been. And Karma Suture, let's kind of get you up out of the way a little bit too. Ah, Cyberdisc, we got an Ethereal out there. Cyberdisc again. And there's the Ethereal. So we got multiple Cyberdiscs, Ethereals, more mutant-y things, whether it's berserkers, mutant elites, or berserkers. I mean, berserkers, mutant elites, or mutants. So we got some stuff out there still. So we're gonna push right here to get vision to the back of the room with lightning reflexes if we need to retreat.
Closing on target.
And this door's wide open. So aliens have been through this door at some point in the past.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we still have a couple blind spots. And the reason I don't rush too fast is the last time we did this particular alien base assault map, there was a sectopod sitting right in that corner, right there, being totally quiet. And so you gotta be careful. You just never know what's gonna be around the next corner. So just in case, we'll bring a rocketeer right over here. This time have him steadied. I'm being really careful, trying to conserve some rockets for the end since there's so many enemies left. But ultimately, if I need it, we'll use it. Let's come here. I'm being a little risky. And I think I'm feeling confident that nothing's there. We kind of got a quick glimpse. But I'm still just gonna stay there. Overwatch. Then door and Overwatch. I probably should reload that pistol of yours.
Moving to designated coordinates.
We'll get you forward. You'll just stay there. Kibo, let's get you up this way. And sniper, steady. Marcus Joy. Let's get you up this way. So we're off the low ground in case something shows up. And Karma Shooter will just keep you there for now. My medic has one remaining med kit.
Hello? Who's out there?
Hello? So... Oh, it's a... Yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta add that to my list. Probably before I add any more memes or sounds, now that I got them working on YouTube, I gotta go make sure they're all added to Twitch now, so that viewers on both sides have the exact same things to spend our points on. Okay, let's come here, because then we can retreat around the corner if we have to. Okay, that door is open. The door is open. So we'll stay here. And we're gonna start moving people forward little by little. And I'm only doing it a little because we got a lot of guys in the back that need to catch up. Yeah, bad sign and open door, which means they've been out here already, and they could come back, which is why I'm kind of taking my time moving forward. Yeah, I never showed my face in the what. Well, for recordings, I don't think it's necessary. But yeah, if you're gonna be live, you gotta have an avatar or you show your face, whatever. My personal opinion. Oh, I missed your one question about how long I've been streaming. Streaming is just the last couple of years, I think. Have I been doing it that long? I think. Has it been that long? I can't remember. And I started on YouTube and then decided to multi-stream and add Twitch. I know, Carlos, you have to go back to YouTube if you want to activate. But there's only a couple sounds that I have set up before. Before, Twitch had more stuff than YouTube. Now I got StreamerBot working, so I got stuff to activate for YouTube, which is cool. But
All right.
okay, bring you here.
Understood. Moving out.
My gunners are pitifully slow. Tis what it is. Stay there and steady. My sniper is like my
Roger that.
security in the back row in case something comes bursting through that door. We'll steady a rocket here too. Those are the two things I have just in case some bad news comes through that door.
We have eyes on the target.
And Karma Suture will move you up a little.
Okay.
Karma Suture's my squishy one. He's wearing the Psi armor, and it doesn't provide a lot of armor, but he has really good like telekinetic field. But he's also carrying the mimic beacons, and he has on this mission my best will stat. So hopefully, if we do end up needing the mimic beacons, they'll be strong enough to work. They don't always, or haven't always, depending on who's carrying them.
I shall bump their heads.
Carlos, you're still pushing it, vibing, huh? It's a funny quirk of the vibe thing that we started doing here is for some reason when people roll high vibes we have bad episodes, and when people roll low vibes, and that's like 4 low vibes we've had today, things work out okay. So who knows? Okay, we're coming a little closer. I gotta think, who has med kits? Let me kind of see. Okay, I got one on Floki. We used yours for the medic after he got strangled by a seeker. You got one, so there's 2 med kits remaining. We used that one already. So we're med kit starved. We've got to be careful because we have a long way to go. And then you have restorative mist. So it's like 3 med kits. I could see if we manage to get up to the door somehow, grouping the people that have, and none of these things are big dings. As long as we don't get multiple shots against us, we're okay. Yeah, you need a little health. I'm just gonna push you up here, Floki.
On my way.
Yeah, I had a feeling that'd be okay. We're gonna push you right here. Sniper, steady. Well, let's just wait till I finish moving the close people in case something surprises us.
Sir.
Okay, I'm gonna reload that pistol because it comes in handy every now and then.
Hangs out.
Yeah, have we ever had a day where we got 4 low vibes, Hope's End? Have we ever had that many? I don't know. I can't say that we ever have. Who's moving up over here? Can my Rocketeer get there? Yes. You get this spot. You are gonna double move because you're pokey.
Target confirmed. On our way.
I've had too many deaths. My high mobility people have died too much. awesome vibes. I love my followers. I think they're cool. So they're a lot of fun for me. But a lot of these people like Gleaser over there, Nightmare, they found me when I was just doing faceless recordings, and a number of others also on here. Then we started picking people up. I think Carlos, you found me live streaming. I think I was live streaming when you found me. So yeah, it's hard to remember everybody. We have two Carloses that follow me. One from the recording days, but we call him Sectoid. And then Carlos is Carlos. Carlos is called It's a Trap. Carlos. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna bring you up.
The doctor is on his way.
He's on his way. Yeah, it was Phoenix Point. Okay, Phoenix Point. Yeah, a lot of people, that's when my channel grew before I started streaming, was from Phoenix Point. I gained a lot of viewers from that. Although a lot of those viewers have dropped off, to be quite honest. Now that I'm live streaming different games and everything, they slowly, the Phoenix Point diehards have slowly been dropping off. Not in droves, but I see it every now and then. When you change from a main game that they join on to do different games, keeping an audience is a strange beast. Okay. I do not want to peek through that door yet, but I want to get close to the door with folks. If that makes sense. So we're gonna bring you right here, Van Dorn.
In motion.
And you stay there. We'll bring Kibo, say, here. So, you know, we cover this angle. And nobody's there. Howdy doody. We'll bring you here. We're throwing side grenades and chem. So what I'm thinking we may end up having to do, unless someone's right in there. Yeah, let's try something similar over here. You'll come over to this side. Yeah, I play it modded anymore. I've played the base game enough that I just use the Terror from the Void mod right now. In fact, now they're got a new beta they're working on for that game. That we're playing the open beta, and then I have access to the closed beta, but I can't stream that yet. Let's come here.
Come on, double time.
Double time. And then where's my other suppressor? Why don't we bring you here? And now, nice thing about the sniper there, he could see well into that room. As long as they're not off to the side, we have a sniper that can snipe back there. When I start peeking around the corner, that's got to be helpful. Okay.
Roger that.
And we're just gonna bring our rocket up close. It won't be steady, but heck, we're up close. And
We have eyes on the target.
steady. Yeah, and Karma Suture, let's bring you there.
Yes.
Because you have telekinetic field. So That'll help defensively if you're up close. Just don't be in line of fire. The ethereals scared the hell out of me. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll see. If we mess around this door and don't pull anything, then I'll have to bring the sniper up. If we see things through that door, guess what I'm doing? I'm pulling back just like we are now, make them come to us, then peek around the corner, and hopefully we have a system where we can pick them off that way. Wouldn't that be nice? But remember, we had our last alien base assault. We lost our 2 best guys by pushing through that door too aggressively. So I'm thinking, let's send Van Dorn up here with lightning reflexes to you know, come into this room and see if anything's up there. And if we see and or activate something, run away. Run like the wind, run away. That's just the way we're going to do it. But I hope y'all don't mind. That tea I was drinking has run through me, so I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. We're kind of getting close to the time limit, but we're close to being set up over here too. Floki, you're gonna be right here because you can step out and you still be able to then suppress in there if we need it.
On my way.
Okay, nothing seen. Who else do I want to set up? I think I want to set you up here because it's only half cover, but you have the long range suppression. But I'm only going to move you this far because if we move here next turn and you see something in there, then you can at least hunker because you can't move and shoot. So
Heading to that location.
like I said, I gotta play careful, guys. We've had some bad luck recently, and I want to try and climb back into this.
Maintaining position.
It's never nap time, baby.
We'll keep our rocket. You know, I kind of want to do similar with the rocket here. Because then if we see something, I do have a couple, you know. Okay, we're not seeing anything. We can't see far enough back. I have a feeling when we peek around the corner, we'll get a sense of, is the other door, anybody back there around the other door, or are we clear? I probably, because if I do need a rocket from here, it's close enough. You have good aim, all that stuff. We're just gonna hunker. That way, if anything comes in and has to shoot at you, at least you're hunkered, and then we can make the call.
We have eyes on the target.
I got a plan. I got a plan. And then this,
Copy that.
we'll just keep you there in Overwatch.
Roger that. Scanning.
Howdy doody will keep you there. I'm gonna keep you there. I can't remember if anything can. I don't think anybody can see through there from back over there, because that's a big long distance. But wouldn't it be bad if somebody saw us here and there was a sniper back there that, due to them seeing, wouldn't that be odd? I don't know if the map is open that way to see through there. I know it is in here. If you're over here and you gain enemies are over on this side of it, they can see you and shoot at you if they have enough range, you know, if they have squad sight. So I don't know this map 100% perfect.
Hello? Who's out there?
No noise on that side. That's been a quiet on the left. We've heard that noise a couple times. So Cyberdisk, Mutons, and the nasty ethereals. Okay. So now we're going to move you over here. You will not be useful because you'll have to hunker.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, you don't see anything either.
Maintaining position.
And so next turn, there's no other way I'm going to be able to move anybody to make it any better. We'll peek around the corner. Why don't we do it that?
Time to fortify.
So I apologize for the slow play. Y'all know we've fast played before.
I'm on it.
Gonna crack him up.
We aggressively played before,
Embrace your death.
and we lost 2 of our best soldiers as a result. So, you know, the enemies are a little tougher this far into the game, second year.
We have eyes on the target.
And I don't want to lose. Yeah, slow and steady. Yeah, fast and deady is what we've been doing, Stormbearers. How's it going? We've been fast and deady. All right, let's take a peek and see if we see anything in the doorway.
Closing on target.
And we don't quite see the door. Well, we barely see the doorway.
Yes, sir.
So Van Dorn's gonna be the one moving up. Yeah, look both ways before getting overwatched. Howdy doody. Yeah, we'll keep you there. So next turn, when I got double movements for Van Dorn, we'll do a first move up to here and all that good stuff.
Ready and waiting.
I guess we can bring you guys out now that we know the room's empty. For now. The Mongo. Oh, that first large from the DLC that we did. I can't even remember the name of it. It was so long ago. Yeah, stay there.
I've got my eyes on.
Sure, leave it up to me to kill them all.
Come to your death. Come to the doctor. We have eyes on the target. What was that?
Something quiet on that side. There was something quiet on the left, something quiet on the right. Whoa! Look at that! They picked the wrong door to go mob running by.
No joy here.
We missed. We only hit on one of our overwatches. Oh, we get another try. 19 damage. We like that. That's their leader boss.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Yeah. Well, this setup doesn't scare me as much as prior setups. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm thinking? they can only run in so... They can't double move here. Let's see if we can entice them into the room. And then explode in on them. You know what I'm thinking on that MJ one, Hope's End? It's so quick. I may loop it. Yeah, the sniper might be able to see. But let's see what the shot is. He's steadied. Yeah, we see him. But I'm almost thinking, because it's only a 61% shot, I wonder if we can get some to come in the room. You know what we can also try, because these are just lowly mutons. We could try a mimic beacon pull and see if they are susceptible to that. What angle can you throw it at for now? See, I'd rather throw it farther back in that room. What kind of a toss are you gonna give me? I don't like putting you out this far. But if you could... pop it in there to entice them in. Because mutons are more, generally, more susceptible to this thing than other, especially more susceptible than muton elites. Let's try. Because we got 3 of them, right? And then I'm thinking, let's move out of sight. And see if they get sucked into the room. I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Approaching target now. Weapons hot.
I mean, we see him, but we're just gonna hunker here.
Roger, holding.
Affirmative.
What did I do with you? I did reload. I'm thinking I'm just gonna reload you, because that's not an angle where you're really gonna be able to shoot anybody. I hope this works. I hope. I don't know, Nightmare. Bring it down the house, you know, I don't know. Does it call that far? Will it bring that many more? Steady. You'll have an Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Now you... I definitely want to get smoke over this on Karma Suture in case they can come in over to the side and still have a shot.
Okay.
But I think hunkered down, you'll be okay without smoke. Famous last words? This Karma Suture only has 1 smoke. I gotta be careful. We don't have that much smoke left either. Oh, and you only can throw 1 at a time anyway, so there. That's a mute point. Moot point. Hunker. Are they gonna come in? Apparently not. Apparently it did not work.
I'm on it.
Oh! Apparently it did work. There's the big leader too. Let's go see what this leader's all about. Muton Centurion, opportunist, will to survive. Oh my god. Covering fire, sentinel, bombard, so we don't want him throwing stuff. Yeah, he's the leader, all right. Let's go see what my sniper's shot is. I'll tell you what. If I suppress him, we may suppress all three with the perks we have. So let's find out. Or if we're gonna kill the guy in the front, let's suppress the guy in the middle. Yeah? He's on Overwatch anyway, so let's suppress the guy in the middle.
Come on.
No! We suppressed the whole pod! Yeah, wrong game, Carlos. Wrong game. So that means his friends are on either side of the door also. Okay. We'll hang on with Floki in case we need more suppression after this is over with. Let's go back to our sniper. It's a long way to go back to our sniper. There we go. So we got 100% shot right in the front. I do not need to do precision on this guy. He doesn't have enough health left. I think we should be okay. Downtown.
No longer a threat.
He got a crit anyway. 35 damage. Can you imagine that? 35 damage. That's amazing. Now, the guy in the back, so apparently we're just off to the side of the guy in the middle. So he is considered not flanked and in full cover. That's why it's only 51%, because he's between the doors. These are thick doors that provide cover to the side. So unless you're straight on, you don't get the flank. So, sniper will shoot the guy in the back. I'm gonna save precision shot because that's pretty damn good crit chance already. If we don't get the crit though, the guy in the back doesn't die. But let's do it. Grunty. And he does it again. And we saw the close-up. There's more mutons right around the corner there. We can see them all now. They're all overwatching. I wonder which... So there's two more on either side of them that can now step out to Overwatch because they're not blocked. Floki. Do any of them have covering fire that we have to be careful about? Not him. Not that guy. Oh, we want to kill that guy. Oh, we got to suppress. I guess he's suppressed right now as long as the guy in the middle is there. But, Floki, you're available to suppress the sniper because he's dangerous. He could shoot our own sniper. Servando, we're still alive. Karma Suture survived. A squeeze. He got a little love squeeze from a seeker earlier. but we were lucky it wasn't the big seeker. So he only took 4 points of damage, and it was only an armor hit. So we got fortunate there. Yeah, I guess you're right, because his team doesn't see our sniper. Now, I was worried about the game cheating, where if they can see any of our group, they can see all of our group. You know what I mean? I worry about that kind of a thing. So hugs are good. Yeah, well, he held up well to the hug. So Floki, you're not going to shoot, but we did find a sniper, which is important. I do have. Of course, standing here with a sniper isn't going to help, but let's come here and try hit and run against the guy in the center. And then we can always move to the side with a sniper. Well, we could suppress the sniper too, because this suppression will end if we kill the guy in the center. So let's come here. Okay. 90% hit and run. Straight up the middle. I hope you hit with 90. It's not a guarantee. And it's only 48% crit, so a kill is not guaranteed, although he is shredded. And we didn't get the kill. So, question becomes, do I leave him here? I guess we do. Because technically, you're out of their range. There we go. So that's 3 down. Is there still 3 to go? Yeah, 3 mutons left. Okay, so I can suppress the sniper. I think that's the sniper. Yes. Let's suppress the sniper, so right there.
Don't make me shoot.
And then we do have Kibo. We also have Van Dorn. So they're both hollowed already, so getting a hollow target on them doesn't matter. 33% versus it's a tiny bit better to hit with it, but it doesn't do the same damage. What would your shot be on them? 45? I don't think. Yeah, you're not at the right angle to get anything out there, and I don't really want to run you out here. Now the other thing we have, well, we do have a rocket, but it's not going to remove the cover and probably won't kill them all by itself. So it's now the right time to use a rocket, because they'll still be behind full cover. So, and that's going to be a single shot. Since it's, well, it's almost a 10% difference to hit, but this does 12 damage versus 7. But it's a worse shot. There's really nobody to command right now. This is bad for you, Howdy Doody. I don't know how I'm gonna I guess the only way your chem or flashbangs, the side grenades are gonna help, is if they run towards us. Well, this might be one of those grenade opportunities for Kibo. I think you're out of their line of sight. Believe it or not. Let's see if your grenade reaches. Yeah. Not really. It hits the doorway, but it doesn't go beyond the doorway. So we'll just overwatch in case they run in. Desperado.
On Overwatch.
I'm gonna crack him up.
And we'll bring you back here. You know, I'm gonna add a little telekinetic field. Oh, we don't hit Van Dorn. Damn, you're a step away from that. Oh well, Van Dorn, be tough. Shakti rockets, I'm not gonna use the rocket, so let's hunker. And Van Dorn, since it's just a crappy shot, and you're not covered with extra protection, let's just not take it. And see if they come in. Well, one's suppressed, so he won't come in. We hit? They're coming in! Mimic Beacon is doing the job! And they're piling up at the door. How's anybody gonna get through? He missed. Thank you, telekinetic field. Kept Floki shooting. Okay, the one that wasn't suppressed ran away. The one that was suppressed is shot at us. What's our play here? If we back away, are they going to run away? I don't like a sniper being loose out there. But our shots are not going to be amazingly awesome with him behind full cover. Is he on Overwatch? No. So Kibo could come in for a grenade, but a grenade's not, now that there's only one there, a grenade's not like the magical answer. Yeah, see, I'm bringing you up here now, Howdy Doody. So if I decided I wanted to throw something in there, like you're close enough to get to the corner to do it as long as Van Dorn doesn't take the corner.
On the way.
I think we move to the side and reload. In fact, we break. We reload here too.
Let's do this.
We won't be steadied, but we'll have ammo. And we just break line of sight and see if they get enticed in. I don't know. Running a little over, I'm aware of that, so we're gonna see if we get to a break point here.
Got it covered.
Ain't gonna know what hit him.
So what is there? 2 left? Yep.
Consolido la posizione. Eyes on the target.
I'd like to reload, but I think better for us to hunker in case they come in. Let's see if we entice him in. Or because there's only 2 left, he runs away. I don't like that ethereal's. Yeah, I don't think anybody came in. Just tile scanning. Nobody came in. So this is maybe... Yeah, I just didn't like these guys at half cover. If I keep them... Oh, if I keep him overwatching or reloading... Oh, back in the back. Now we can steady the weapon now that he's reloaded. Well, what I'm going to do is we'll probably... I think we're just going to call it now. It's kind of... We're not through a pod, but I think we're at a breaking point where we can do this. And then I don't know how we're going to chase them down and figure this out, but they're wild cards, but we're also hidden pretty well from them. So I think this is a good breaking point, and we'll pick it up next time. And next time will be Wednesday for this one. We're going back to Terror from the Void tomorrow. We'll come back here Wednesday, see if we can come up with a plan to get through that door at some point. If not, if we can come up with a plan to keep soaking them in through the door, that was kind of fun. There's a pushy little pile of mutons right in the doorway, so I hope the pile doesn't grow so much that we can't get through the door, but that's where we're at. Here I'm talking about the doorway. You can't see it right now, but anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out with me today. I had a blast. Really enjoyed myself. Hope you did too. We're making some progress. And anyway, those on Twitch, we're going to find somebody to raid in just a moment. Everybody else on YouTube, this is Zigzag Zog, signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching. You know, I really appreciate it each and every time. And hope to see you next time, whether it's tomorrow for Terror from the Void or back here on Wednesday as we try to get through these narrow, confined doorways. So, ciao, everybody. And those over there